I, Lyndsey Hicks, am an anime addict. Welcome to the first episode of my anime show. I don't even know what the thing's called just yet. You're going to have to bear with me. So it seems that I decided I'm going to have this great idea to start an anime series where I talk about anime and stuff. Stuff. Yeah. Comic books, maybe. Probably the Anime Lounge. Yeah. The cute idea here is that I didn't bother to name it before I got started. So I have no idea what this is going to be called. Probably second episode, I can give you a title. I like anime. I guess I should go ahead and tell y'all guys that. I really like anime. Really like it. This here is the deal. I tend to watch a lot of anime, and I spend a lot of time watching anime. I also spend a lot of time writing about anime, because if you've followed Gaming Insurrection any, you know that we have our Anime Lounge section. And that has Otaku Corner in it, written by Editor-at-Large Brandon Beatty, who's also my erstwhile significant other / boyfriend / person who tries to make me watch terrible anime so that he can say, oh, I just made my girlfriend watch anime and she's going to write about it. No, sir. That's not how that works. I'm not writing about your terrible anime. I ain't doing it. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not watching your terrible anime and writing about that. So we produce that section together because I also do the Anime Lounge column. And I talk about and spotlight different anime that I like. Well, in this case, I like a lot of different anime. Like, it seems really weird. And I'm on myanimelist.net. That's important. You people, listen. Listen. Y'all need to be on myanimelist.net. You need to have some kind of tracking thing to watch anime. I don't care what it is. Make your own spreadsheet if you want to. But you need to be somewhere tracking your watch list. Because if you are like me, you're going to watch a ton of things. And you're going to watch a bunch of things all at one time. And you're going to want to keep track of what you have watched. And that's my deal. I've watched a lot of things. I'm not even going to lie. There's something else also I should mention. Like, I like being able to tag my stuff and say, oh, I started watching it then, and then I ended it, or, like, in my case, also, I like using tags to tell me what's what. So, it's a good list to do that with. I'm going to use my phone, and we're going to look at my list. You can go on myanimelist.net and see what my list is. I'm watching 15 separate series right now, which, not really. I'm actually really watching probably one thing on this list. One. Yeah, one. Right at this moment. Then I will go back before I try to finish a series before I start watching another series. And then on my completed list, I have finished 55 series. And then, let's see, on hold, I have put 4 series on hold. Because they're, like, series that, like, I started watching, and then, like, for whatever reason, like, I just didn't get into it, and maybe I need to come back later and pick it up. Okay? Then I have one series that I have dropped completely. And I can tell you what series that is. It's Bleach. Once you get to the Aizen fight, the actual final Aizen fight in Bleach, Bleach just gets stupid after that. Like, stupid after that. Stopped watching it. And I love Aizen. Okay. I'm one of them people who loved Aizen. But it was like, this fight is dragging on way too long. Aizen is way too powerful. No one should be able to beat Aizen. No one. Okay? Especially not some substitute Shinigami, who you later find out is not necessarily just a substitute Shinigami. There's a reason why he was chosen. Yeah. I'm not going to spoil this for anybody. Plan to watch. Yeah, on my plan to watch section, I have 46 different series that I indeed plan to watch. Some of these they're airing right now. Actually, none. Yes, two are airing right now. A third one has not yet aired, and I don't know when it's going to air. But yes, I have 46 series, and some of these are like, I want to say some of them are sequels. I don't know. I can't tell. I generally try to finish a series, and then if it has a sequel series, I will watch it after that. Like, I will immediately jump into the sequel series. Good example is Notame Cantabile. I immediately, as soon as I watched the first series, jumped to the second series. Finished that, jumped to the third series. Then watched the OVAs. So, I try to do that. I guess I should point out what my favorite genre is. My favorite genre of anime is school anime. I know that's weird, but I love school anime. Like, I love that stuff. Love it. I watch it all day long. I also like yaoi. I will watch yaoi. And I even watch a little bit of hentai. It's interesting. I have heard some stuff in hentai that even I, at 33 years old, am shocked about. I was like, oh my, that is terrible. Also the animation is weird, and the storyline tends to be, it's like watching porn and trying to decipher a storyline, and you're like, why is this happening right now? Where did this come from? Yeah, hentai is a lot like that, because, you know, it's just cartoon porn, basically. And I have watched some really, really bad hentai. Like, it made me question my humanity after watching it. I just sat there for a good 5 minutes, like, I don't even understand what I just watched. No, I understand what I just watched, but I don't understand what I just watched. That's terrible. I don't feel human. I need to decompress. Let me go watch something like School Rumble or something. School Rumble's terrible too. Because I'm on episode 22 of 26 in School Rumble Nigaki, the second season. I want to punch someone. Because I know how it's going to end. And I really want to punch someone because that's not cute. Anyway, yeah. So that's what my anime list is. Now, just a quick rundown of my credentials. I started watching anime probably 1998, 97, 98. I was in high school, and I was a junior in high school, and Sailor Moon was on, and that's what I first started watching. Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball Z. My boyfriend at the time loved Dragon Ball Z, and so they watched it all the time. So I watched Sailor Moon because it was on, and I'm talking about the bad Funimation dub that, you know, changed Sailor Neptune and Sailor Uranus to cousins. Yeah, not cousins. Took a little while before I learned that, but I was like, something's not right here. They can't be cousins. Yeah, not sure what exactly is wrong, but they ain't cousins. Yeah, so after that, I was in college, and I started watching a lot of series then, stuff like the standard stuff, Cowboy Bebop, Yu Yu Hakusho, Trigun, that sort of stuff. Then I moved out on my own, and I, like, watched more stuff. Furikuri, Big O, Witch Hunter Robin, His and Her Circumstances, which is a terrible anime. The manga is awesome, but the anime screwed up. Halfway through, the director quit, and that made it pretty much unwatchable because they started like recycling things, which is terrible. I'm trying to think. What else did I watch? I watched a lot of stuff, and it's on that list. So, I don't know. Then I got married, and that was bad. That was bad for a lot of reasons. I mean, it was just bad for a lot of reasons. But chief among them, I stopped watching anime. And right when I got married, Naruto was huge, Bleach just blew up, and Death Note was out. And I had brief dealings with all three. And I didn't watch too much of it at all. We watched a little bit of Naruto, but not a whole lot of it. We watched all the way up through the first, like, tournament where they're fighting to pass their, Genin exams. And, what's his name? Orochimaru comes in and, like, kidnaps people and wreaks havoc and stuff. I watched up to that point. But my marriage was detrimental to me watching anime, and it was terrible. So, I went years without watching anime, restarted GI, then decided, I found Mr. Beatty again, because we lost touch for a couple of years there, and he was all, hey, I watch anime and stuff, and I was like, do you now? Really? So he was like, I love Death Note. And I was like, what? Okay. The hell. I guess I could watch Death Note. So it wasn't until I got separated from my husband that I started watching anime again. And I'm glad I did. I really should have been watching long before that, but I'm glad I started watching again. So I finally watched Death Note in its entirety. I had some of Samurai Champloo. I started watching a little bit more of Naruto, trying to finish it up a little bit. I know there's like 1 million episodes to Naruto, but yeah. I watched all the way up to the Aizen fight in Bleach. I would come home from work and I would watch anime. And that was how I basically got over a broken heart. It was hard. I would get home from work and I would really, really feel really bad because I was coming home to an empty house and I was confused and scared and just completely heartbroken at that point. And I didn't have anything else to do. I didn't want to play video games because for, some years, that's what we did together. I didn't want to work on stuff. I just didn't. And so, I would get home from work, and I would get home, like, super late, and I would watch anime. And I know it seems silly, but, love anime, like, relationship and romantic anime, kind of restored my feelings and kind of played a part in helping me regain my humanity in terms of having a little bit more faith. I know it sounds silly, but I needed something. I needed something. So it turns out that myself and Mr. Beatty had a lot in common when it came to anime. He likes a lot of fighting anime. And I'm like, some of it's okay, some of it's not. You watch enough DBZ, you kind of get used to being like, nah. So, I decided that I was going to, I was going to give it a try. So, slowly but surely, I pulled myself together. And here I am now. I've been to a couple of anime conventions. Nashicon and BonsaiCon are the two that I've been to. They're both here in my hometown of Columbia, South Carolina. And I enjoy going. I've cosplayed quite a few times. I've cosplayed as Akuma from Street Fighter. Afro from Afro Samurai. And yes, there are pictures of these various exploits. I actually used my real hair for Afro. For Afro. My Afro was like out to here. It was out to here and like poofy. Super poofy. And it was my real hair. It was super hot too. And I made my own #1 headband from like strips of paper. It was so awesome. And then I cosplayed as trying to think, who did I do next? I did someone else after that. I don't remember. But I've done, I know I've done with Brandon, I've done Maka and Soul from Soul Eater. That was fun. We did that at BonsaiCon last year. We didn't cosplay this year at Nashicon. I just didn't have time, and I was in the process of moving back home, so I couldn't do that, and oh, it was a mess. So I knew I just wasn't going to cosplay. I have cosplayed one other character, Ruby Hart from Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I have cosplayed as her. That was fun too. I did that in 2001. No pictures. As far as I know, I have one picture that survives of me cosplaying as Ruby Hart. I can't find the rest of them, and someone will not give them to me, so. But anyway, yeah, I've done a little bit of cosplaying in my day. And I enjoy it. So, I'm going to wrap up this first episode and tell you guys, definitely sign up for myanimelist.net, please, because it's awesome, and it's a great way to track your stuff. It really is. I can't suggest it enough. So, you can read the Anime Lounge at gaminginsurrection.com / the strip. And you can see our videos at gaminginsurrection.com or at youtube.com /user/gaminginsurrection. Email me if you want to talk about it and talk about different anime. You can email me at editor@gaminginsurrection.com or lyndseyh@gaminginsurrection.com. So, signing off. This is Lyndsey Hicks, and I am an anime addict. Peace.